y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm setting my September goals and I have quite a few things to put in. I feel like I'm getting some energy back and some momentum from August. August was just like a lot of health stuff and we'll get into that, but it was just a lot. So I feel like I just need to regroup and then I can hit September fresh. That's my plan today, is just to like reflect on August and then just move past it and keep going, because can't do anything about it. It was just a lot and now we need to move forward. So let me show you my supplies. I always use my MAKSELIFE companion notebooks. These are like A5 size and they're perfect for me. The paper quality is amazing and they lie flat. Can't say enough good things about them. And MAKSELIFE just made a big donation to my planner club, which was so nice. Really, really grateful for them for doing that. Just an awesome company to work with and to support. So these are my companion notebooks. That includes my yearly goals in my little booklet here. I also have some stickers that I'm going to be using. I'm going to use these from Planner Kate. These are S1736B, and I'm going to grab these purple ones for September. And then I'm also going to use, I think I'll use these from Planner Kate. This is S1192, I think. That's the plan anyway. It's getting harder because the months are longer instead of like July and August. Those are like short, but we'll make it work. So pen wise and marker wise, I have 2 dot markers. This one is pale turquoise, really pretty. This one is hyacinth, which is beautiful. And then I grabbed a couple mild liners. This one is, I don't know, it's like a golden yellow. And this one is copper. So I just don't know what this color is because it's all in Japanese, but it's a really bright, bold yellow. Then I also have my trusty Jelly Roll Moonlight Gray. I think it's like the green gray or something like that, but this is a perfect color match for the text that is in this, and it just works perfectly together. So let's go over what we're going to do today. As usual, I've got my reflections to do first. For August, we're just going to like debrief on the month. Then I have my monthly goals, and then we're going to set the weekly actions for the first week in September. So let's get into it. I've got my booklet here, but I'll come back to that in a little while. And let's do my reflections for this month. Here is August. So it was a pretty good month considering all of the shit that was just flying at me from different directions. So let's get into it. Biggest wins were asking for help and stepping outside my comfort zone. I had to do a lot of that this month. Things that are currently working: listening to my body and family relationships. Things that are currently not working: my energy levels are down, my PM routine has just not been working how I want it to, and lack of outside time. Just going back to school, I haven't had as much time to get outside, and that's important for me, and I've neglected it. What I learned this month: I can reach out for help even when I don't want to. It's good for me to do that because I need to lean on people who want to help me and need to help me, and it's hard because like I'm taking over a, like we absorbed a position at work and it was like quite a jolt. I had a panic attack on the first day of school. It was a whole thing on top of some other health issues. And so, like I said, August was kind of a mess. I can advocate for myself. Yes, I can do that. And there's no shame in needing help. Definitely learned that. And health is multifaceted. There's a lot going on, and I'm figuring out what I need to do and doing it, but it's been a lot. Improvements or adjustments I need to make in the next month. Workouts. I need to do what feels good, but I need to do something. I've just neglected my workouts, and part of it was like this infection that I was fighting and like super anxiety, but I need to work out like for my mental health too. But I need to do whatever I feel like doing. And at work, I need to find that balance with this new like absorption of the position, if that makes sense. What am I most grateful for right now? Medical professionals, like the nurses and the doctors too, but especially the nurses have been like so kind and so supportive, and like they don't like, they just like like, I don't have the words anymore because I'm just super grateful for them. Also, my parents, my friends, my health, and my job. So grateful. Habits I want to nurture this month. PM routine, I need to adjust it and just kind of like add a couple things, I think. Check in with my budget more. Bedtime, like stick to a specific time. And my cleaning routine, I have totally like neglected that, and I want to get back into the groove. I've been pretty good with the daily and weekly stuff. It's the monthly things, like I'm just not getting them done. So I need to work on that. Area I want to focus on next month, definitely health and wellness, for sure. And I forgot to rate myself, so let's do that right now. And we're going to add a little bit of color to this as well. This month was, it was a lot. I'm going to give it a 5 because it wasn't all bad, but it definitely wasn't good. It was lots of lessons learned, for sure. And I feel so much better now. So much better, but still have a lot of work to do on my anxiety, but we're getting there. We're doing the work. Let me add a little bit of color to this and I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Let's keep going. And we're gonna move straight on into my monthly goals. I have done a little bit of brainstorming, but I kind of need to just like work through a couple of these things. So I've got a couple of dot markers. One I will use for the actual goal, and one I will use for a tracker for each week if there is something to track. Here's the hard part. Not hard, but I just have to like figure out what I want to do. So I'm definitely going to use those for the weeks, but I don't know which I don't know. I think I want to use these, but they're like too long. I don't know. I think I'm going to do like cut this one down a little bit and then put the other one. I don't know. Let's just try this and see what happens. All right, let me put this in here for September. And then on this other side, let's see. I can fit this whole thing in. It looks kind of weird, but I think we're just going to go with it. I don't know what else to do because it wouldn't fit the whole way over there. I don't know. And I didn't want to put them both in the middle. We're just going to keep on going because I don't think it matters that much. Okay, I've got these purple little labels. I'm going to use these for my weeks, like the days of the week, up here in the top corner. So I'm just going to add those to all of my weeks. Okay, let's go back to my monthly goals. I really don't like that, but I don't know what else to do. Like I have these two, but they're also large and in charge. I could probably put it in the middle. What if we tried that? Let me pull this up because I don't like it. I said that it didn't matter, but it's bugging me. Okay, let's take this sticker and I'm going to cut it in the middle. And we're going to put it like right here. And that may look weird, but it can't look any worse than it did. Okay, that's interesting. I think I like it. Okay, let's keep going. Now let's move on to my monthly goals. I'm going to go ahead and open up my annual goals. We can also look at my mind map. So my word of the year is thrive. So I'm kind of thinking about this word too as I go through each of the categories. How can I thrive in each category? Okay, we're going to start right up at the top with personal. I'm going to grab my jelly roll, and I've got dart markers as well. I think I'll use the purple for my goals and then the blue for the trackers. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about personal goals. So AM and PM routine are something that have been on my goals in the past couple of months. And I think now that I'm fully back to school, I definitely want to work on fine-tuning my PM routine, and I want to add a little bit of, I don't even know what to call it, but like time to relax in the morning, like just to sit quietly, maybe meditate, do something that is going to calm me and like center me before I start the day. I want to continue memory keeping for sure, and I also want to keep self-care as part of my goals because that's been important every week as well. So, okay, my focus is going to be fine-tune and just kind of keeping that in mind. Okay, I'm going to grab this turquoise, what's it called? Pale turquoise. And I'm going to add little trackers for each of these actually because they will be something I track every week. Okay, let's go to fun and recreation. So I definitely want to go for a hike. Like that has been something that I've missed, and it's been like raining. and muddy, and they've like closed the trails. So I want to add a hike this month, try to do that. I'm also going to go see a show with my sister. We need to like buy the tickets and like make that happen. And then I also want to investigate, is not the right word. I want to explore this restaurant that does like a tasting menu every month, and I've never done that before, and it just sounds so fun, and my best friend wants to do it too. So I want to definitely like call them and make that happen as well. So focus this month should be, you know what, just so I'm like not just grasping at ideas for my focus, let me grab this sheet that comes in these companion notebooks. So for fun and recreation, I think joy is a great word for my focus. Okay, no trackers for those. Let's go to work and learning. Okay, so for work and learning this month, I definitely want to work on some content planning and just trying to like kind of add in a few things. I did some vlogs last month, well, in August, and they were received really well, and I would like to do more of that. I just don't know what of. So I want to kind of explore that, and then definitely need to find some balance at work. So I mentioned my panic attack. So I definitely need to work on that. I am working on my anxiety separately, but at work specifically, I need to find balance with like not going so hard. I need to like pull back sometimes and go back to my office and just regroup instead of like overwhelming myself, if that kind of makes sense. And then I did this in July. I want to learn 3 new things at work too that I can share with others that are like helpful to our staff. So for my focus this month, I think purpose is a good one for my purpose. So for my trackers, I'm going to do 1 for each week for content planning, and then 3 things to share. Okay, let's go to family and relationships. So I want to keep checking in with my parents 2 times a week. I think that's a good like thing to have each month. And then I want to buy some cards, like holiday cards for my sister Chase. She loves getting them. I've talked about her before, but she has developmental disabilities and she loves holidays, like all of them. And she's so excited to come visit in the fall, like in October. And she talks about it every time I'm on the phone with her. And she loves getting mail and like little cards. So I want to add that to my list this month and just like stock up for the rest of this year. And then just do something fun with my sister and my nephews, something family related. I think that'd be good to do this month as well. So focus, I think should just be like connection or something like that. That would be a good word. I see physical connection here, but I think just connection would be good for this month. Grabbing my pale turquoise dot marker, I'm just going to add some trackers here for the weeks. Let's move over to health and wellness. So this is going to be my focus for this month, like I mentioned in my reflections. So I have quite a few things that I want to work on that are different from the past few months, really this whole year, but things that my doctor talked to me about and that I really, really need to like spend some time working on. So one of them is sleep. I need to work on my sleep. That's why I mentioned PM routine over here, but specifically getting a goal of 7.5 hours. I think I'm going to say 7. 7 hours should be the goal. I would love to get 7.5 or 8, but that may not happen yet. I'm going to continue meal planning and prepping. I think some kind of like mindfulness and breathing practice would be great. I want to continue like building strength. That's something that's like important to me, and I need to do that. And the other thing that my doctor mentioned was reducing caffeine, and that's going to be hard, but I'm going to do it. I did get a general practitioner as well, which is great. I found her. She's like local to me. She's great. And she's been just awesome throughout so many things. So I think next year, actually, I will put little dots beside all of these things so that I can mark them off. I'm just like keep thinking about that. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Okay, back to my health and wellness goals. So focus this month. I think energy is a good one because I've definitely been low energy and I want to get some of that back with all of these things. So trackers this month, I'm definitely going to put it on the first 2. But I'm going to leave the rest because I don't want to pressure myself. I just want these things to be like in my mind and be working on them each week. Okay, spiritual and personal growth. I'm just going to continue what I've done in the past couple of months, and that is a donation, daily gratitude, which I put into my planner, and then journaling 3 times a week, which I have been exceeding, but I think I'm going to stick with 3 just to kind of maintain this, and then maybe I'll go up from there. Focus this month. I think I just want to go with gratitude because that's something that I'm really wanting to carry over from August. So add some trackers real quick. And then let's move on to financial. For financial, I do want to meet with my financial advisor again. I want to readjust my budget because we get paid less in the summer. So I'll get my new pay schedule starting in September. So I want to do that. And then I want to update my budget 3 times a week, which is just a maintenance goal that I have. The rest of these things, like kind of building my retirement, is part of the meeting with my financial advisor. And spending within my means is just something I try to do every month, but it's not a focus for this month. So, focus word. I think I just want to put planning for my focus. I haven't been as good about updating my budget lately, so I'm going to keep 3 weeks or 3 times a week just to keep myself accountable. All right, last one is physical environment. This one kind of got pushed to the wayside a little bit during August because of having to focus on other things. So I definitely want to get back to some things that I need to do, specifically my monthly cleaning. I want to stick to 3 times a week or 3 tasks a week. I did a really poor job at that in August. So we're going to try again. And then just maintaining daily and weekly cleaning, yard work weekly. And I also want to weed and feed my yard just to get it ready for the fall. Focus this month. I think I'm going to put back on track. I need to get my tree trimmed, but I'm going to wait until the winter because I've heard that's the best time to do it. I've had it done once before, but I have not done it since. I did not mean to put that dot there. Let me wipe that out real quick. Now it is time to set up my weekly actions for the first week. I have some ideas of what I want to do already, but I do need to kind of think of some things as well. We're just going to flip back and forth as I add things to my weekly actions. Okay, I think I'm just going to go back and forth between these 2 markers just to make it look cute. So let's start with purple. For personal, I definitely want to work on my PM routine because that will kind of work on some things over here. But I think I just want to write down my PM routine, the steps, just write it. I think that should be one of them. And then self-care and memory keeping. So those 3. Okay, next is fun and recreation. So this one, I need to buy tickets for the show. They go on sale on Monday, and we're going to go see Guys and Dolls. It's going to be cute. Next, work and learning. So I think I want to work on the balance and the content planning. Oh man, I meant to put... Hold on. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so those 2 for work and learning. For family and relationships, I think I will work on just checking in with my parents. My sister and her family have COVID right now, so maybe I'll check in with them as well. They might need me to run an errand for them or something like that. Okay, health and wellness. So I don't want to overwhelm myself and just throw too many things at the wall. But meal planning and prepping is definitely something I want to work on. I think I want to make myself a YouTube playlist of breathing and mindfulness practices and the 2 strength workouts. I'm not ready to tackle the reducing the caffeine just yet. I need to come up with some ideas of how to do that. I have some, but I don't know. I don't know if I need a plan, or I just need to just daily have a little less. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, let's move on to spiritual and personal growth. I think I'll just go with daily gratitude and journaling just to keep it simple this week. For financial, I think that I will just work on updating my budget and that's it. So I don't have to worry about too much because I've got some other stuff going on. And physical environment. So for this week, I think I will work on making my monthly list, daily cleaning and weekly cleaning. And I need to do some yard work too. and then maybe like one monthly task, and like that's it for this week since we're just starting the month. All right, there we go. So let's just recap real quick. I did my August reflections and just kind of thought about how that month went in order to think about September. We got all of my monthly goals set up for September, and then I got my weekly actions set up for the first week in September. I'm just ready to start fresh on a new month and begin again, as Moxie Life says. If you enjoyed this goals video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload, and I will see you next time. Bye!